We can talk now to Professor Phil Scraton, who's the lead author of the Hillsborough Independent Panel Report, which paved the way for the inquests that we've seen in Warrington, with the dramatic finding yesterday that it was unlawful killing. First of all, your reaction, Professor Scraton, to the news that the Chief Constable has been suspended.
I think that it's overdue. I think that when the report came out, the panel report came out, South Yorkshire Police was so seriously criticised, severely criticised, and their leadership in particular, that he should have resigned then with a full apology. He gave an apology, did not resign. Subsequently, I have a memo in my possession where he is discussing calling a meeting immediately before the panel report came out. And the phrase that is used in that email is that if we don't get ourselves together, if we don't pull together, we are going to be roadkill. Now, to use that kind of a phrase in an email which actually starts, "Hey gents," in that situation, it showed the cavalier attitude I felt of the senior management of the South Yorkshire Police, and that it still existed after all this time. So in that sense, I feel that it is absolutely appropriate that he should be suspended. And I think that the follow-up to the Hillsborough Independent Panel Report, and now in a court of law, which is quite different, to have unlawfully killed, directed against basically the force, and the number of criticisms of against the police, they were the primary institution that were criticised.
But of course he's Chief Constable now, or he has been Chief Constable now. You know, the criticisms were of the force 27 years ago, but what Andy Burnham was saying in the House of Commons today was that South Yorkshire Police prolonged the inquests by, he said, essentially continuing with a cover-up during the inquest.
Well, the inquests were run on the basis that the police were going to fight their case all over again after they'd been completely discredited by the Hillsborough Independent Panel Report. And we almost had a rerun of the first inquest. And senior officers coming into court and basically not telling the truth. I can put no finer point on it now than they lied. The jury considered they lied to the court. And of course they have criminal prosecutions hanging over them. The potential of that is hanging over them. But the thing about, yes, of course, he is not responsible for the force as was, but he's certainly responsible for his own actions, both at the time of the Hillsborough Independent Panel Report and since the Independent Panel Report. So I think that his commissioner had absolutely no choice but to suspend him.